funding of our institutions of higher learning. Our universities and TVETs are struggling. Many universities have court cases. They cannot pay their lecturers, and statistics show that the 54 billion that we budget for university education is less than 50% of the requirement of our universities to carry out the curriculum being taught in our universities. As a result, universities have been forced to cut corners, if I may put it crudely, and look for alternative ways of trying to get our students taught. And therefore, it became necessary, and I did ask my economic team, led by Professor David Ndi, who is here, to sit down with our university vice chancellors. They've had many meetings. I have had many meetings myself with the team that was negotiating. I think I have had 7 different meetings for many hours. I am happy to announce to the country that finally we have a new funding model for our universities and our TVETs in the Republic of Kenya that will provide adequate resources that are predictable and that are adequate for the teaching of our children, because we believe that as a country, the single biggest resource we have as a nation is our human capital. And education is the instrument that we use to sharpen our human capital. Any underinvestment, any challenge in our education spells not very good news to our human capital. And therefore, I want to make the following statement. In recent times, higher education has experienced significant expansion, providing numerous high school graduates with opportunities to pursue a university degree or a college diploma or a certificate in a TVET. However, it also encounters various challenges, primarily due to the massive enrollments and inadequate funding. Most of our universities are sagging under a heavy burden of huge debts arising from unpaid staff salaries, unremitted statutory deductions, pensions, SACCO dues, bank loans, and unpaid suppliers. In total, our universities are indebted to the tune of 60.2 billion Kenya shillings, a figure that continues to grow every month. Similarly, the technical and vocational education training institutions, the challenge has been the increase in enrollment from about 90,000 8 years ago to 327,000, leading to a reduction in funding per trainee over the years from an average of 30,000 to as low as 17,000 a year last year. It is therefore crucial and necessary to develop a new funding model to address the financial challenges facing higher education. This new funding model does not increase university fees. Let me repeat that. This new funding model does not increase university fees. In the financial year 2022-2023, Kenya shillings 54 billion was allocated to university education, both as grant and as loans. In the next financial year, under the new model, we are increasing the budgetary allocation from 54 billion to 84.6 billion, an extra 30.6 billion. This is an increase of 56% and translates to an increase of funding per student from 152,000 to Kenya shillings 208,000, an increase of 37%. The budgetary allocation for TVETs will increase from 5.2 billion this financial year to Kenya shillings 10 billion in the, the budgetary allocation for TVETs will increase from 5.2 billion in the financial year 22-23 to Kenya shillings 10 billion in the financial year 2023-2024. The cost of training TVET students will be 67,000 Kenya shillings per year per trainee, and that is significant. Universities and TVETs will no longer receive, under the new funding model, block funding in form of grants based on differentiated unit costs. The government has resolved that university funding will henceforth be student-centered and be apportioned to individual students according to their level of need.